Hey guys, it's Andrew, and I just had one of the craziest staking experiences of all time in 07scape. However, I also had a very similar experience in 2011. Literally the same exact shit happened again 6 years later. So some of my oldest subscribers may remember this video from 2011. Basically, the thing about this video was that I had started with around a bill or so. I went to the dual arena, did like 5 mil stakes. You know, if you lose, do 10 mil. If you lose again, do 20, etc. And what ended up happening is I lost so many times that I ended up having to do a 400 mil stake. And this is one of these stakes where if you lose it, you're cleaned. You're fucked. You might as well just, start rebuilding or quit, which is basically what your two options are. So this stake would have likely determined my RuneScape career. And watch how close I come to losing it. So look at this. I'm losing in the beginning. And I'm going to show you the new clips, by the way, right after this. I just thought this was so interesting how this was so relevant, because the same shit happened again 6 years later. So look at this. Look how much I'm down. And this is a boxing match, so it's hard to come back. Now people do the whip stakes, which, trust me, you're about to see. But back in 2011, people did boxing matches. And it goes pretty damn bad from there on. 175 HP, 138 HP, 83 HP, and he's got like a quarter of his HP left. 68 HP. And then from here on out, I just start ramboing like absolutely just no tomorrow. And for some reason, he hits like 10 zeros on me. Just zero after zero, and I think he hits like a 2 at some point. He kicks a 12. That could have killed me. A kick can max over a 6. And somehow I get him down to a red bar. He continues to hit zeros on me as I hit zeros on him. And then I kill him. Can you believe that? And I win the 400 mil. Now this was a slightly different story. I did a few more stakes after this, like 50 mils. But eventually I ended up getting not cleaned. And eventually, I think at the end of this video, I buy a party hat for a purple party hat for around a bill. So, or maybe 800 mil. It was that cheap back then. But yeah, basically the same shit just happened to me in 07, and I recorded the entire thing. So I'm going to go through those clips with you and show you how a tiny little stake can lead to you staking your bank 20 minutes later. So let's get on to the 07 clips. I'll link this video in the description, by the way, if you want to check it out. It's actually one of my favorite videos I ever made. I wouldn't say that, but it's pretty nice to watch. So it all started out last night where I was kind of bored, kind of tired, didn't really feel like doing skilling anymore. I've been working on Herblore. As you guys may know by now, I've gotten 99 crafting and working on other Bible 99s, and I've been able to do that with the money that I made from PVM and the money that I've transferred from RS3. So I took out 8 mil from the bank, and I figured let's just have some fun. If I lose the 8 mil, it's not a big deal. I'll just walk right away. And if I win, who knows, maybe I can, make some money for rigor or something, get that early. Even though I have plenty of money for a lot of my goals right now, and I've been very much looking forward to doing more and more PVM to make the money for things like rigor, augury, 99 construction, and it all started out very innocently. The thing about the dual arena is that even though you may get fucked over, it lets you win a little bit, just to show you that, you should still keep doing this and that you shouldn't just walk away. It lets you win just a little bit, and this is exactly how it started. Pretty innocently, I win this pretty convincingly, got the pit and everything, and I'm up 4 mil. And then I wouldn't be up anymore for the next 30 minutes or so. And so again, I go in with the 4 mil stake, and this is where the cracks begin to show a little bit. Obviously, if I lose this stake, then I'm not up or down at all. I'm just even, and it would have actually been a good time to just walk away. But this stake also starts out very good. I'm hitting the 20s, and then it slows down a bit. I keep hitting these zeros over and over and over. That's 3 in a row now. There's a 9. You either get these little tiny hits or you get a 0, and it just doesn't add up. And this stake was one of the most not close ones of the bunch. Actually, it was pretty close, though. Look at that. But nevertheless, I fall, and I'm back to 8 mil, just where I started. So I go in for another 4 mil. Trying to be up again. If I lose this, I'll be down 4 mil. Not a big deal. 4 mil is very easy to make back. And let's see how this one goes. So starts off pretty strong. I don't have the pit here, but I'm hitting very well. There's a 22. There's a 25 hitting like a Rambo motherfucker here. And then it just kind of slows down. I just keep hitting these zeros or little hits, and I have a very hard time finishing anyone off. Obviously, there's nothing you can do to really influence it. Some people like to switch combat styles, or they like to, if they don't have the PID, they'll click off for a second so they'll have more time to switch combat styles. But the 8 mil that I started with is really about to be gone here. This was another 4 mil stake. If I lose this, then the money that I came here with would be totally gone, and in theory, it'd be time to walk away, because I lost the money that I started with, and I said that I wouldn't do any more if I lost. So there we go. At this point, I should have said, okay, I'm done, I'm leaving. At this point, I had lost 3 stakes in a row, and I also originally said to myself that if I had lost that money that I would have stopped, but like an idiot, I went back and I pulled more money out of the bank, and then the cycle just kind of begins. Well, it does have an ending, and it's going to either be a good one or a bad one. So I did an 8 mil stake here, and the idea was that if I win this, I can just say, okay, I'm even, and then I'm going to leave. As you notice, his cash stack isn't exactly 8 mil, it's slightly more than that. It's like a weird number, and that's probably because that was his last money. And little did I know that I would be in the same position as him, staking the very last bits of my money, a weird amount like that, in just about 20 minutes. So this stake starts off very strong, but then he starts to come back. The zeros just keep continuing, but still very winnable here. Trying to end this 3 stake loss streak, but then he just starts rambling. 1 HP warrior, maybe there's a chance. Hits a 0 on me, still 1 HP warrior, nope. He rambos me out, and that's the end, and that's the 4th stake lost in a row. So now shit starts to get pretty serious. I want to make this money back, and I figure let's just go in for a 12 mil. If I lose this one, I'll still be down, you know, the few mil or whatever. It's not a big deal. I can live with that. I'll leave, be done with the duel arena forever, and this stake also starts out pretty much fine. Just about even here. Get the big hit in there, the 18. Looks pretty winnable, but then he immediately fires back with the 25. Still very doable here. Poison, but that doesn't come into play. 23, that's a very, very nice hit with the whip. The max is around a 25, so nothing to complain about there. But then he rambos me out, 25 right back, and that is the 5th stake lost in a row. So now shit starts to get pretty damn serious. I have to sell the assets here to stake more money, and so that once you start selling the items, you know you've done something wrong, you know, because you use these items all the time, and now you're just throwing them into the duel arena like it's nothing. It took me ages to earn that money, you know, I mean, not ages. 24 mil is a decent amount though, and it just has to continue here. So this stake again starts off pretty promising. I got the PID and I got the 22. What more could you ask for to start off a stake with PID and a 22, a 15, a 12? You're up by almost double his HP there briefly, and then he comes back with the 20, and suddenly I'm down, but I still got the 22 there, and looks like I was going to close him out, but nope, he closes me out right away, and yet another stake loss. I believe that one's the 6th one lost. So here is the SGS stake. This is the SGS that I bought in 2014, pretty soon after the God Wars Dungeon came out. I bought it for 30 mil, so I've had that SGS in my bank for a long time, and it's going right into the duel arena to stake. And again, start off very promising here. I got the PID, got the 22. Should be a pretty winnable stake. If I won this stake, then I definitely would be done. You know, I'd cut my losses. I'd still be down like 10 mil or whatever, but that'd be totally fine. Nothing to really worry about. I can make that back in a couple weeks, or maybe even sooner than that. But then again, I start hitting these low numbers. I hit these zeros. Looks like I can still win there, but nope. She finishes me out. 7th stake lost in a row. So shit is getting pretty freaking serious now. So I take some money from my other account. This is most of my cash stack. And I go in for a 100 mil stake. I came to the duel arena with an 8 mil cash stack, saying that if I lost that, I would stop. And I lost the 8 mil, and I just wanted to make my 8 mil back, and now suddenly, 10 minutes later, I'm doing a 100 mil stake to make my 8 mil back. Again, starts off very strong, great hits here, great PID. I'm winning by quite a lot. I was pretty sure at this point this was going to be the last stake. I'd win the SGS stake, and then I could just, you know, cut my losses and leave. He starts to come back, but I continue to hit pretty well here. And then it suddenly hits a 25, and the game has changed, and I'm 4 HP, and it's not looking pretty good. I can still win this, though, if I could just close him out, but it does not happen. So that is the 8th stake lost in a row. What are the odds of that? So I figured, you know, I'm going to be down a lot no matter what happens here, so let me just go in for a 120 mil stake. I'll sell some more of my items, the bludgeon. Let's sell the AGS. It's going right into the GE for a very terrible price to insta-sell it. I also sell the Tormented Bracelet. I think I sold Primordial Boots at some point as well. And this has got to be the stake to make most of this back. If I win 120 mil, I can make most of what I lost back, because now I'm down around 160 mil or something like that. And, you know, if I win a 120, then I can make a lot of that back, and I'll cut my losses. Being down to 50 mil really wouldn't be a big deal, and I'll leave the duel arena. But it does not stop there, unfortunately. So I couldn't find anyone to do a 120 mil stake, so I figured I'll do a 100 mil again, and, you know, if I lose this, then I'll buy back my SGS with the remainder of my cash, and, you know, it's not going to be the end of the world, but I have to win this stake. There's just really no way around it. I'd be starting to be really fucked if I lose this stake. So let's see how this one goes. I was super nervous at this point, but I start off very well there with a 23, a 25, and the PID. Looks very promising, but she comes right back with these big hits. Still winning at this point by quite a lot actually here. The 8, a 0. This one looks super winnable. 43 HP to her like 10 or something. And then suddenly things go downhill very quickly as it is a whip stake. She finishes me off in no time. I was up there a ton, like 43 HP to like 12, and yet I still lose this. So now what happened was one of the craziest things I've ever had to do. I was super nervous at this point. I figured we have to sell the ELY, and I have one more shot at this to make my money back. Again, this all started because I lost a couple stakes in a row, and I wanted to win my 8 mil back. And now, just a couple minutes later, I'm staking my fucking Elysian to try to make my money back here. And I was thinking at this point, I am such a fucking idiot. This is going to be so embarrassing to explain that I had all the money I needed and plenty of opportunity to make more with my gear, and I'm going to fucking lose it all after a month of making a ton of money over the break and also transferring from RS3. And again, this is a lot of the same money that was from the pre-EOC clip, because I transferred it over. So this was the stake that I had to win. I had lost 9 stakes in a row at this point. 9 fucking 50-50 shots, and I lose them all. This one, again, starts out very good, but she comes back with a 21. Still looking okay. I have no confidence at this point because I've seen how comebacks can happen on me over and over and over. And at this point, I knew I'm fucked. 18 HP. She's just going to whip that out and finish me off and clean me to 100 mil bank. But nope, I finally fucking finish it out and win that 300 mil stake. And I am fucking done, baby. But yeah, so that's how my journey ended. I won a 4 mil stake, and then I lost 9 stakes in a row, and then I won basically the ELY stake, and I was able to buy all my stuff back. So in total, I lost 296 mil staking, and then I won the 300 mil stake. So technically, I profited 4 mil. However, having to rebuy these items definitely lost me a lot of money. So probably all in all, I think the ELY alone, it was like 4 or 5 mil more to rebuy that. So all in all, I lost a few mil yesterday, but I was like 20 or 18 HP away from losing 600 mil and having my game experience be far worse. It was very satisfying to buy all these items back, despite, like I said, having to pay a lot more for them. It was just a huge relief. And so as of this video, I would like to officially announce that I am done with staking forever. It's too stressful for me. There's no reason for it. I'm very happy with what I have. Been very happy to put money into skills and earn more money through Slayer. There is no reason for me to ever stake again, and as of today, March 1st, 2017, I am never staking again, and you guys, I'm going to trust you guys to hold me to that. Here's some just PKing, by the way. I was so relieved, I just wanted to go have some fun and PK, but yeah, so that's my advice to you guys. Be careful staking. Like I said, I am never going to stake again, and you know, be careful out there. I'm definitely be making my money through PVM as I've always done. That's what I'm good at, not staking, and maybe some PKing, but even that I'm definitely going to be a little careful about. But yeah, so that's really about it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed this epic staking journey, the 9 stake losing streak. to a bank chuck stake, and which I finally won. It was extremely stressful for me, and I'm glad it's all over, and that I finally won that last one to end it all. Sorry that I haven't been able to make many videos, guys. Basically, last week, 3 things happened. I had midterms, and also it was my 21st birthday, and there was also a third thing that happened. We had a death in the family. My uncle died, so I had to go. I was actually going home anyway for the weekend for my birthday, so it actually kind of worked out because I could spend some time with the family. But it was a pretty nice weekend, and midterms worked out pretty well, and definitely had some good time with the family. But now I should have some more time to play again. Definitely still busy here and there with school, but definitely things should calm down a bit. I also go home for over a week on March 10th for spring break, so I'm really looking forward to that, just being able to really grind out some Slayer and PVM. The Corp Mass, which happened 2 weeks ago, was a huge success. I'll definitely have a video with highlights on that soon. It lasted around 4 or 5 hours, and we got like 10 Onyx Bolts or something, so it was really a ton of fun. And of course, I got 99 crafting on that stream as well, so you guys will see the full highlights of that pretty soon. Probably the next video will be about that. I just had to show you guys this in the meantime because it was so crazy, and I just, I almost had a heart attack from how crazy these stakes were. But yeah, that's about it for this video, guys. Please join the Andrew AJT62 clan chat. It's been doing great as always. I'll have that clan chat up on screen for you guys to join. It's the same as my YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter name, Andrew AJT62. Speaking of that, follow me on Twitch and Twitter down below. I post updates of my skills, of my skill and drop accomplishments on there. I'm currently 1979 total, so getting very close to the 2K total mark, which I'm really looking forward to. And yeah, please like this video if you enjoyed. If you are glad I won that 300 mil stake, or if you're mad that I won it, either way, show me some love. Definitely helps me out. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't already, and join the Discord. That's in the description as well. And I will see you guys in the next video. So yeah, fuck staking, at least for me and forever. Thanks for watching, guys, and show some love in the comments too. I'll see you guys soon.